Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Bold and Unique Living with Katrina Lokko, where we are pushing you off the cliff into the safety net of your own destiny. Guys, you know that your destiny is very precious. It is very near and dear, and you have been blessed to be bold and walk in it. You have a very unique fingerprint and a mark that you're supposed to leave on this earth. Today, I have some amazing guests with me. You know, I always try to bring you people with not just the hype, but got the story behind it and really doing stuff, and they're changing lives and they're doing major things in their industry. I want you guys to help me welcome today Miss Lidia Gonzalez and Mr. Byron Thomas. Hello, guys. How are you?
Hello, Katrina. Hello.
I am glad you guys are on the show. You guys bring so much to Dallas. It is just amazing, and thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm originally from Tennessee, but been here since 2008, so I call Dallas my home, so thank you from Dallas.
Oh, thank you very much, Katrina, for inviting us and having here, you know, in this wonderful show and talking about what we're bringing into Dallas, Texas. Thank you, Byron, for being part of this as well.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Okay. Well, Miss Lidia, you have been in the fashion industry, the production industry for how long?
About 10 years now.
10 years.
Yes, very long time.
Okay, so what made you go into that field?
Well, it's always been, you know, dear to me. I love the fashion industry. It's just been a passion of mine since I was a very young girl. And I started as a makeup artist, and from doing makeup, I started doing like a lot of imaging consulting, different types of things that were involved with fashion. So from there, I decided to do production, and I fell in love with the production side, and here I am in Dallas, Texas, producing a show.
Oh, wow. And what drove you to produce this show? I know you said that your focus and awareness of domestic violence has something to do with it. Show us how the two kiss each other.
Oh, my goodness. So I came up with this fashion passionista show. So fashion is my passion. And as a survivor of domestic violence, I wanted to create a wonderful show that would be able to, instead of telling my story, I'm able to use my creative side and create this wonderful show. And with my fashion, which is my passion, I'm able to tell a story with Fashion Passionista. The message that I bring with the show is a very positive message. I do bring an awareness within the show. It's like telling a story with the production. That's why I created the show, through something that I have went through in the past, and I came up with this, and God gave me this creative side that I wanted to be able to use as a, something that I can create bigger than me. And that's why I bring in this Fashion Passionista with a wonderful story to Dallas, Texas.
So Lidia, Dallas, why did you choose Dallas? You could choose anywhere in the world, and you've done these shows before, but what made you say, Dallas, let's go to Dallas now?
Well, I think Dallas is a wonderful city. I think it has amazing people, here, and I wanted to bring my message out to the world. And this particular event, as you had asked me, what my life experience as a survivor of domestic violence, I'm able to create the show for Dallas, Texas. The reason why I created this show is because as a young girl, I lived a very hard life. I was a victim of domestic violence, and when I think about that, I think about the importance of being, of loving yourself and knowing what love is. And this particular story for Dallas, Texas is based on a story on a movie called City Lights from Charlie Chapman times. And I wanted to be able to tell the love story and that side of healing, of how important it is and how great it is to be loved, to be cared for as a survivor of domestic violence.
Wow, that is just, it's just so needed. And when we come back, we will get into the rest of the story.
In today's unpredictable world, children are being forced to find new ways to occupy their mind. Inner-city youth are finding themselves with less activities and fewer places to go. 49-year-old record producer and videographer Marcus Bean has implemented a community program to help these kids stay occupied and develop skills and change their outlook on everyday life.
It's all about commitment and change.
Saga Youth Solutions is a program based in Clarksville, Tennessee. SYS is a multimedia company that allows teens to come learn different production techniques and provide them with a structured learning environment, and also provides advice, job assistance, and a place to talk about everyday teen issues.
And that's why it's the reason why we believe in group settings, is because the kids, when they're not at home, they're mainly together. So if we can get them to work together and learn how to be respectful toward each other, then we can teach them how to carry that over into everyday life. No one wants to believe that these kids are out here just deliberately trying to get in trouble. We just have to find different ways for them to channel their energy and make better choices. A lot of these kids, they're not bad. They just sit around all day because they don't have anything to do. So we try to mix this with their curriculum at school, and we come up with projects that are based around what they're doing at school. So it's not like we're in here making records cursing and disrespectful. We're making positive music. We're shooting positive videos. They're actually working on a movie right now, so I can't wait to see what that's going to look like.
Saga Youth Solutions is currently only available in the Clarksville, Nashville area, but looks forward to expanding. If you would like more information on this program, you can email at sagayouthsolutions@gmail.com or call 931-237-5122.
And I see a lot of me in these kids, because when I was growing up, I wasn't an angel either. But at some point, someone in my life came and tried to put me on the right track. Did I listen all the time? No. But someone was there. And as I got older, I understood what they were talking about. And that's what these kids need. Instead of being locked up and thrown away, they need something to do, something to put their time in.
Well, welcome back. We are sitting here talking to the fabulous Lidia Gonzalez and the handsome Byron Thomas, and we've been talking about this baby, Lidia. If you missed the first segment, you need to find out what this baby is. So Lidia, earlier we were talking about you bringing your show, your production to Dallas, and we talked about you just having this just gut-wrenching feeling that it needed to be here in Dallas. So when you do the productions across the United States and globally even, what is it that you do? Like, do you have a theme for different cities and different states? What is that theme?
Yeah, so like every time that I go into a state, you know, every show is different. So every story is different and every state that I go to. So Dallas just called me for the love, you know, like the love story. I said, I gotta tell this love story. I gotta bring this message to Dallas, Texas. I believe that, you know, Dallas, Texas is just, there's a lot of love going on in here. You know?
Oh, wow. Yeah.
I've been received with a lot of love, so.
Okay. Well, I've been here since 2008, so I would have to say, yeah, there is a lot of love in Dallas. People do love in Dallas. They do. So we're going to go over to Mr. Byron Thomas and, you know, kind of tie him in. So Byron, how did you come to be a part of the project?
You know what? I forgot. Because we actually got started before the pandemic.
Okay.
As I'm trying to recall, but she reached out to me. She told me to look at Fashion Fashionista. I always like fashion shows that bring a lot of different elements, because I've been a model myself in years past, and some shows are just so, like, I want to say there's like quick, and it's like, you know, you kind of forget why you were there, and then you go party. But this brings layers.
Okay.
Of course, there is, you know, the support element of what she talked about earlier. But for me, it's combining the fashion and the film. Because in these industries, there is a separation. You know, you're one way, and then you're one way that way. And I'm a creative producer. I like to mix it up.
Right.
So that's what I was excited about. Like, ooh, something where we can mix it up a little bit,
right.
just to bring people just a different element. Yes, we're bringing people together, but the main goal is to combine two things, and so people can enjoy those experiences together.
Wow, wow. So you said that you are from Dallas here. So when she told you, hey, I think I'm gonna go with the love thing for the Dallas, were you on board with that? Were you like, wow, that fits?
Yeah. It took me a moment because I just wanted to make sure, because I remember watching like Charlie Chaplin stuff, but to be honest with you, it was mostly from the entertainment standpoint.
Oh, yeah.
So for me, love, you know, I'm open-minded, but I'm just thinking to myself like, oh, I don't know nothing about this guy's love life. I pride myself as a history buff. And so for me, it's like, okay, I gotta learn the love part on the fly. I know everything about Charlie Chaplin, the entertainer, you know, all those cool things, all those black and white showcases he used to do often. But just thinking about this production, it was just most like, okay, love story. And then slowly, again, we started doing a lot of pre-development work before, the pandemic happened, before we had to stop. So we had an opportunity to spend some time together with the models and with the actor that was Charlie Chaplin. So for about like 4 or 5 hours, I was really able to, to really understand the love story aspect.
Oh, wow. So why did you choose Charlie Chapman, though? I mean, most people probably would have thought maybe Humphrey Bogart or something, but why did you choose Charlie?
Well, he is because I wanted to mix the fashion and film together. He is, a very important person, that started some of the film movies. And, I thought, wow, like Charlie Chaplin, he was a fun person. People loved him. He loved people. He was always bringing good things to the world. And I saw that movie, the City Lights movie, and I said, this is my Fashion Fashionista next show. It's based on the City Lights movie. So we got runway and then film. Runway and then film. And the story will unfold beautifully.
Wow. Sort of like a ballet. You know how when you go to the ballet, it's telling a story. The opera does the same thing, tells a story. So you really have crossed over into something that most people haven't touched, really. If you really look at it, it is, and I'm excited to see it. And the fact that you are doing it to bring awareness to the domestic violence is near and dear to me. I'm the vice president of a nonprofit for domestic violence here in the Dallas area. And so that is a love for me as well. I too was, a victim of domestic violence. And so I always support people who are doing stuff. And it just happened to be in the industry that we both in. So I'm loving it. I'm loving it. So what can we expect when we come out to the event? What can we expect? Or should we just be surprised?
Just expect the unexpected.
Okay.
No, but you can expect.
I'm curious about that.
Yes.
Because she makes her social media posts, and so at the end it's like expect the unexpected. So in my industry of networks, everybody's like, "What does that mean?" I was like, I don't know. Just go with it.
Just go with it.
Yeah, it's amazing because
we're gonna find out.
Yeah.
It's amazing because it's a fashion show, but you're really not. There's Charlie Chaplin involved, but you're really not expecting you don't know what's gonna happen. But that's the beauty of this show, is that you're gonna come to live that experience, and you're gonna see the message through the story.
Oh, wow.
And if you love fashion, you gotta be here.
And I'm already feeling it. Yes, I am already feeling it. So we're gonna go to another commercial break, and when we come back, guys, I'm telling you, please call your friends, call whoever that needs to be watching this so that you can get this information. And not only get this information, but show up at the event, and we're gonna talk about that when we come back.
Most people don't plan their financial future because it's complicated. There's so much out there, and I'm here to help you be able to navigate through that and find out exactly what's going to fit right for you. Hi, my name is Sarah Markopoulos. I'm an agent with New York Life, and I office out of Frisco, Texas. When I was a little girl, my father was a life insurance agent out of our hometown where I was born. He was a servant of the people, and I wanted to be that myself and give that to others. I knew New York Life would be the one that could help me do that. It's my clients. Each and every single one of them are different. So I help them not only enjoy the fruits of their labor, but also they'll be able to be secure in their financial future. Because either way, a choice will be made for you, whether you make one for yourself independently or life makes that choice for you. At the end of the day, you'll know you'll be okay. I came to New York Life because I love New York Life. I know what New York Life can provide for you, and I want to be able to be the one to bring that to you.
Well, welcome back to Bold and Unique Living with Katrina Lokko. Guys, if you could be a fly on the wall during break times, I'm telling you, just so much stuff comes out, but not to fret because we will share that with you. Byron was just giving us some really good meals up in here today. And I mean, he's just really talking about how the industry people can come together and network and collaborate. And that's what's happened for this production. They've come together, they're collaborated, and guess what? When you do that, when you collaborate, when you get with like-minded people, when you guys just focus and be open-minded to what each other bring to the table, great things happen. And so, Byron, I'm just going to let you talk about that. That, like what you was talking about during the break.
Right. Yeah. It's it's networking. One of the things that I think, and it was kind of happening a little bit before. I want to say the pandemic, in the sense of people were just networking because there was just a lot of networking going on. Mm-hmm. I was doing a lot of things where I consciously was just started following like people like Tony Robbins and all those people that does all that empowerment stuff. Mm-hmm. You know, change, do this, do that. And for people with working careers, people are starting to find, different avenues of ways of pursuing them.
Yes, absolutely.
That's what's going on. And I think what the pandemic did was, it kind of just propelled people forward because, a lot of stuff stopped right here. And then they're like, okay, now I have time to get in that direction. And that's what's going on with this production. People in the fashion film industry, I know I've spoken to so many actors and models, and they want to do other things. Mm-hmm. Yes, they've worked hard in their specific area, but they feel as though they can do other things. But unfortunately, there just aren't that many opportunities. But that's something like what we're doing. We're creating that opportunity.
Yes.
That'll be important to show up and to meet and to network with different people and to enjoy seeing fashion play out, enjoy seeing art play out. Like I do media, red carpet media, enjoy the interviews, enjoy the fun exchanges like this.
Yeah, I do too. Love it, yeah. So wow, I'm just excited to just see the production, do life with everyone. There's something about doing life with people. Now, their backstories, and then you see these productions and you're like, wow, this is great. So can you imagine what other people will think? Just people they're visiting that don't know the backstory. It's just going to be so awesome. So with this production, when it's all said and done, where will you go next? Can you tell us that, or is that a surprise?
We're going to Miami.
Ooh, I'm for that. I'm for that.
We're going to go to Miami.
Yeah. Let her finish. Go.
Now I'm like,
I'm for the Miami thing.
Yeah. Well, yeah, of course. Yeah, we do have it scheduled, in LA.
Okay.
We will be going to New York and eventually going to my country, Mexico City.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I'm going.
The plan is just going and going. Hopefully, bring great shows and that positive message to everyone out there.
Okay.
That's
good.
And one thing I want to add to your production and what you're doing, too much time sitting around during the pandemic.
Yeah.
So, it's just exciting just to get out.
Oh, I know.
Even for people in the industry, us producers, people like yourself.
Yes.
We all want to get out.
Yes, we do. Very much so.
Yeah, I'm the LA guy, but I'm like, I want to go to LA. I want to do the show, and amongst other things, in New York and stuff. But the cool thing is bringing something of so much value and substance to this. So
Yes.
that's
Exactly.
another thing to look
Look
forward
forward
to.
to it.
And
Wow.
there's so many awesome new people that we haven't met yet.
That's
Oh my God,
true.
there's so many people working with me.
Oh,
I can
yeah.
name them all.
And that was going to be my next thing, because I know you're coming here to this trip was for the casting call. So let's talk about the casting call. Who did you reach out to when you were ready to cast?
So I have different agencies, you know, Bella Modeling Agency, 42 Manage Agency. I'm also working with, you know, the Business Lounge Bar, which is,
Yes.
you know, this office space that we're going to be using to do the casting call. And wonderful people supporting this, you know, willing to just create something amazing. You know, I thank all those, you know, modeling agencies that send their models and say, hey, you need to be here. You need to come to
Yes.
this casting call. It's a great show. Yeah, it's just everybody supporting this. Other producers, you know, just coming together. It's just not.
Wow.
It's me coming in and having all the other leaders from their community to come together, and that's the beauty of it. Supporting something great to make a difference within the community, their community.
Wow.
You know, and it takes leaders. Many
Yeah, it
leaders.
does. We all need to support each other. That's true. I'm all about that. Yeah, it does.
And that's how you grow.
Global unity.
You know, that's how we
Yeah.
grow.
Yeah, that's true. So did you have a connection here at first? Did you know anybody, like a relatives, or you've been here before?
I've been to Dallas.
Oh, okay. She's like, I've been to Dallas. Okay.
Yeah, I've been to Dallas. Yeah, I came to visit some friends a while
Okay.
back for an actual expo, but it was a Sweet 15 expo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The Quinceañera. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Things. And then I came, and then I knew some people, and I saw Dallas, and I said, I gotta make a show one day. But I'm talking about 5 years ago when I came.
Oh,
And
wow.
I said, one day I'm gonna make a show over there. I had no idea Fashionista was gonna be here, but here we are.
Wow. So how long have you been doing it? I don't think I
10
have.
years.
10 years. Wow. But this is the first ever time in Dallas.
In Dallas. Too.
Oh, wow. Oh,
And,
wow.
you know, like I said, I just came and reached out to different people, and they believed in the project, and here we are creating Fashionista.
Okay. So what support do you need from the community? I know you've received a lot of support and you've received a lot of, you know, accolades, but what is the support that our community can do for you for this project?
Well, you know, I think the importance of this is for one to come together. You know, if you have a friend, you know, that has been through any kind of, you know, domestic violence, or you feel like you have somebody that you know that should come to this, you know, that will help them. And also, like, you know, because this is bringing a lot of different leaders within your community. If you're interested in acting and modeling and being involved in this industry, come, because you'll be able to meet other producers within your community and network. So it's a win-win situation, you know?
All right. And when we come back, I mean, we're going to have some more good stuff for you. I mean, who could even leave the television set right now? Please, if you have to go get you some coffee or tea or something that's not going to do that. Because guess what? Right now, you're seeing miracles in the work, and you're seeing a lot of collaborations going on, and Dallas is just going to be blessed by it.
In today's unpredictable world, children are being forced to find new ways to occupy their mind. Inner city youth are finding themselves with less activities and fewer places to go. 49-year-old record producer and videographer Marcus Bean has implemented a community program to help these kids stay occupied and develop skills and change their outlook on everyday life.
It's all about commitment and change.
Saga Youth Solutions is a program based in Clarksville, Tennessee. SYS is a multimedia company that allows teens to come learn different production techniques and provide them with a structured learning environment, and also provides advice, job assistance, and a place to talk about everyday teen issues.
And that's why it's the reason why we believe in group settings, is because the kids, when they're not at home, they're mainly together. So if we can get them to work together and learn how to be respectful toward each other, then we can teach them how to carry that over into everyday life. No one wants to believe that these kids are out here just deliberately trying to get in trouble. We just have to find different ways for them to channel their energy and make better choices. A lot of these kids, they're not bad. They just sit around all day because they don't have anything to do. So we try to mix this with their curriculum at school, and we come up with projects that's based around what they're doing at school. So it's not like we're in here making records cursing and disrespectful. We're making positive music. We're shooting positive videos. They're actually working on a movie right now, so I can't wait to see what that's going to look like.
Saga Youth Solutions is currently only available in the Clarksville, Nashville area but looks forward to expanding. If you would like more information on this program, you can email at sagayouthsolutions@gmail.com or call 931-237-5122.
And I see a lot of me in these kids, because when I was growing up, I wasn't an angel either. But at some point, someone in my life came and tried to put me on the right track. Did I listen all the time? No. But someone was there. And as I got older, I understood what they were talking about. And that's what these kids need. Instead of being locked up and thrown away, they need something to do, something to put their time in.
Welcome back. You are with Katrina Lokko of Bold and Unique Living with Katrina Lokko and Lidia Gonzalez. And no, it's not Byron. And yeah, fashion is good and she's good at what she do, but that's not Byron. This is Jade. This is one of the models for the production that she has created just for Dallas. So we're going to talk a little bit to them and about what it's done for Jade. So Jade, how long have you been with the Miss Lidia?
So I met Lidia 4 years ago. Before that, I was in different fashion shows, different modeling, working with different producers. And when I met Lidia like 4 years ago, I felt the energy and the amount of creativity and work that she puts into her productions. Mm-hmm. I knew right away she was going to be the producer I'm going to be working with in the future. So
wow.
Yes, that's yeah.
Okay. Well, she had mentioned earlier that she always, want to keep girls safe. And not only girls, guys too, just safe in the industry and really, really focus on steering you in the right direction and not causing you to compromise. Do you feel like that you've learned that from her and that you really feel that about her?
Yes, she came into this industry teaching young girls, mostly girls underage, like I am. I am a 17-year-old model in this industry. And being in an industry that is so judgmental and everybody looking at you, you are going to be needing a mentor somehow. So Lidia was able to create a model boot camp in Albuquerque, New Mexico, where she taught models like me to understand the obstacles around behaviors of different people and to get around, shaming, body shaming from photographers. It can be a little scary, and learning all those tips and influencing, great, energy and all that stuff. I think it was important learning from her, from that.
And it is important because we all know that modeling, acting, singing is an industry. It's like cutthroat. People do shame. People shame even if it's not in the industry. And it is important that they have a mental state, especially being in the limelight like you are. I mean, this is an awesome event. So Lidia, let me ask you, when you're mentoring these young girls, how do you choose them or do they choose you?
Well, I think that, when I create like a casting call
Mm-hmm.
or, when I get models, a lot of models reach out to me,
Mm-hmm.
I think because I'm a woman and I do a lot of these workshops and if they hear they contact me, and I work with everybody.
Okay.
You know, I believe that there's different types of people that want to model, and sometimes, you know, they can do other things, they can act, and different types of things. And I teach them that, you know, if they want to reach something in the industry, it's not only just modeling, or you
Yes.
can do this or you can do that. So I just, you know, a lot of models work with me. I just, I'm just here like to help them. I feel as it's my duty to be able to make a difference, you know, as a woman, and especially in an industry that I love
Yes.
so much dearly.
Yes.
And I love doing what I do. I love to do those workshops, and I love to, you know, be a mentor to the next generation, and
Wow.
to be safe and to love the industry, because it's beautiful.
I can tell that you are just totally in love with the production, because all through your social media, we barely see a photo of you. I mean, like, you're not there. Like, why is that? Is there a reason why you don't show your face? Because you're beautiful.
Thank you. No, I just, you know, I have some photos, but mainly I like to just show my production. I believe that I can tell my story through my work, but you'll see a lot of pictures maybe. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm just shy. I'm camera shy, believe it or not.
Oh, wow. Wow.
But I do love producing shows.
And
I
we
do
can
love
tell, yeah.
to do great things, you know. I do believe that God gave me a gift, and I'm going to
Yes.
use that gift for good. And
Yes.
my gift is to create, and if God keeps on giving me great things to create, I will keep on doing it.
When did you realize you had the gift? When did you realize, wow, God, this is a gift that you've given me? When did you realize that?
So I started producing through a magazine that I used to own, and one of the shows that impacted me the most is I was a Sweet 15, I had a Sweet 15 magazine, and we did a big production, and we gave away a free Sweet 15 party. And through that, I remember that the winner, there were so many girls that were there. It was in a convention center. And when they wrapped it the winner, I'm the one that called her name, and her mom came to me and she was crying. And I said, you know, like, oh, well, they're very excited, but had no idea that the girl had cancer. And
Wow.
the parents had no way of paying this. And it was that moment that I thought to myself, wow, like having this much power and to giving something to somebody in need, that's when I knew, like, it called me, the production and creating something. And after that, it was just, here I am.
Yeah, wow.
Here I am.
Wow. So, Jay, what part in the production do you play?
So I play the little model assistant. So as being a model, I've recently been a model, like I make sure the models are doing what they're supposed to be doing, you know. And I've done this in the past before, so this is not the first time I'm working in production. So I'm just helping like with the model casting call, you know, getting all their contact info, their measurements, making sure they got their stuff, so we can hand them off to her and the designers to let them get their final pick.
So you're so young, and I mean, do you feel like, yeah, you know, this is getting you ahead of the game? A lot it is.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about, how, you know, Lidia came to me saying that you're very young, and this will get you really far. And, you know, she said that if I was her age, you know, imagine how I would.
Yeah, because you're way ahead of the game, and you're being safe doing it, and you're learning the business aspect of it, because a lot of models and actors don't learn the business side of this industry, and that's what hurts them, because a lot of people can like pull the wool over their eyes. Just a lot of things can happen, and we all know that. We all know the stories, but it's good that you learn the business side, and I know that you're learning some good stuff. So do you see yourself with them for a while?
Oh yes, definitely. For someone as a model, for sure, and maybe a little bit behind the scenes for a little probably like the emails.
Oh, okay,
But
okay.
you know, yeah, Lydia is somebody that I would be definitely working with in the future.
Okay. Well, we're definitely working with you and just excited. So whatever you need from us, Lydia, please just let us know and we will be there. And unfortunately, right now the show is ending, but I'll have you on it because I'm going to do after the show. We're going to come back and talk about after the show is over. After the production is over, we're going to talk about it. Guys, thank you for being with us. We love you. Pastor Joshua in India, I love you. Thank you for sponsoring everything that we do here in America. We just love you. Guys, you know that you are fearfully and wonderfully made. Rip off every label placed on you by others, especially the ones that you place on yourself, and go out and have a bold and unique day.